Hey, I'm playing Norwegian Wood by the Beatles, straight from the charts of the Morristown Uke Jam. So take the link in the video description, download the free ukulele song sheet, grab your own ukulele, and you can play along with me. And if you'll be anywhere near Morristown, New Jersey, come out and play with us. After the song, I'll do a basic tutorial together with a slow-motion close-up play-along you might find helpful. And if you like the video, please like the video. You want lots more, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's free, of course. And you want lots more free downloadable ukulele song sheets, check out our Dropbox. And then check out our meetup page and come play with us. Now here goes. Or should I say she once had me? She showed me her room, isn't it good, Norwegian Wood? She asked me to stay and she told me to sit anywhere. So I looked around and I noticed there wasn't a chair. Until 2, and then she said, it's time for bed. She told me she worked in the morning and started to laugh. I told her I didn't and crawled off to sleep in the bath. And when I awoke, I was alone. This bird had flown. So I lit a fire. Isn't it good, Norwegian Wood? What a pretty song, pretty song, which I played imperfectly, but I think close enough for this. All right. The tab, by the way, if that's too much for you, if you're a beginner or you just don't want to work that hard, just play the chords that I wrote at the top of each of those measures. And that would go like this. The intro then would be like this. Right? That sounds pretty too. And also there are 2 versions. There's 2 pages in this song sheet. The second page is simpler. The first page is not as hard as it sounds. It sounds kind of elegant and everything, but the chords are actually not crazy hard. Not by a long shot, especially in the sequence that they're in. But if you just want to play it, you know, on a glance and not have to work hard and even look at the chord pictures, then the second page might be the one for you. All right, I'm going to go over the tab last, because probably there'll be lots more of you that'll be interested in the rest of the song. The strum, I did 2 strums, you know, other than the tab. I did 2 strums. Now you can, by the way, also just do this. Right, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. That would work. That would work, but what I did isn't hard. I have a low G. That might sound a little different than some of you that have a high G, but it'll still sound very, very pretty with a high G. What I did through most of it, through the verses, I strummed down, and then I plucked the top string, the 4th string, and then I plucked the other 3. So it sounds, the 3 of those things together sounds like this. And yes, if you have a high G, it'll sound a little different, but it'll still sound really, really pretty. Might sound better. So that's what I'm doing. Down with either all your fingers or with just your index finger, but make it light, because it doesn't have to be a bold thing. Down, pluck with your thumb, pluck with the other 3 fingers. That's the verse. What I did for the bridge, the bridges, I called it more aggressive. It's not aggressive, but what I did, instead of having the second pluck with all 3 fingers, I had a second strum, so it ended up being 2 strums in a row like this. just add some more energy. That's it. Okay, that's all that I did. I will do those in slow motion at the end, but first let me go over the chord transitions and let me show you why the more difficult versions of the chords that I played are not actually difficult. So we start with the C. This is in the verse, right? So I'm starting on a C. I'm putting my pinky on the C this time. Normally I'd use my ring finger, but I'll show you why in a moment. I'm going to use my pinky. So this second position F, all I'm doing is I put my F down and I don't bother to pick up the pinky. If I don't pick up the pinky, I got a second position F instead of a first one. But I don't even have to find where to go. My pinky's already there, right? So, once had a girl, and then D minor 7. All I have to do is leave my pinky there and put down my D minor, and it's a D minor 7. So leave the pinky there, and you got a second position F and a D minor 7 instead of a D minor without having to try harder. I once had a girl, or should I say... Okay, now B flat, add 9. Sounds hard. All you do is you drop your 3 fingers, second, third, and fourth string, right? First, second, and third frets. That's where you're dropping them there. But you leave your pinky down like you did the entire song up until now, right? In fact, the entire verse, your pinky stays down. So this is a shortened one, though. So I do that. I basically just do that and switch right to the F. That's it. So the last line isn't it good? Sorry. 2 lines. The last 2 lines. She showed me her room. Isn't it good? Norwegian Wood. And that's almost the entire song. Now the C minor, okay. She asked me to stay and she told me... By the way, if you have trouble squeezing hard enough, I mean, I'm using my ring finger because I can, and because it's easier to jump from there to a second position F or the other chords. But if you need a stronger squeeze, use a stronger finger, and it's really your thumb in the back that's squeezing, that's giving you the pressure to have a good C minor there without it sounding fudgy, you know. So she asked me to stay and she told me to sit anywhere. And yes, that's a quicker jump to that F. You can play a regular F if you'd rather. Anywhere. There we go. So I looked around and I noticed there wasn't a chair. Yeah, I don't have any tricks for that. Sorry. They're just quick chord transitions, but they're not crazy hard chords to go to, so hopefully you can manage them if you practice. All right, now that intro, which you play 3 times, so you learn it. Actually, you play it twice in the beginning, twice in the middle, once at the end, so you play it 5 times. You learn it, you get to play it 5 times in the song. Here's what I'm doing. The basic chord shapes are like the chords in the song. They are the chords in the verse, right? So it's C, F, C, D minor 7, C, B flat add 9, F, C. That's it, except I'm using a second position C. I'm going up here on the 3rd fret, right? And I'm doing it like this. So that's what you hear, right? You hear this. I dropped my pinky on the 5th fret there, 2nd string. And I dropped it again on the 5th fret of the 2nd, or of the 3rd string. Oops, sorry. And then I drop it so you can hear this. So that's the first part, all right? By the way, when I do these things, if at all possible, I assign 4 fingers, forget my pinky, let him go on vacation, assign 4 fingers to the 4 strings, and those are the ones I pluck with. There are exceptions, but almost always I'm able to do that, and that makes it easier for me to find my way. So I'm doing all the plucking with my middle 2 fingers here. Sorry. Right? I do it wrong. Okay, then I go down to the D minor 7. Is that right? Yeah. And here, all I'm doing, it's the same 2 fingers plucking. pick up. That's the only movement I have to make. So that's the middle part. And now the B flat add 9. That's it. That's it. That's all it is. Okay, now I'm going to play slow motion, close up. I'm going to move this in. Slow motion, close up through the first half of the song, that is to say, intro, verse, bridge, so that it's every piece of the song, slow motion and close up. Here goes. Slow motion. 1, 2, 3, and... One more time. I once had a girl, or should I say, she once had me. She showed me her room. Isn't it good? Norwegian Wood. She asked me to stay and she told me to sit anywhere. So I looked around and I noticed there wasn't a chair. That's it. See you Wednesday. Bye.